It's me, Sam, and this is By Hook or By Needles part 2 of our spooky cowl slash scarf for a kid or slash adult. Today we're going to be working with our H 5mm hook because we're working with a 4-weight 10-ply Aran yarn, and the reason being it just works up quicker but it's what I've got as well. So we've got our eyeballs still. We're making the face for the monster, so we're doing their top lip, or their face and top lip. We're doing the buttonholes for the eyes to go into, and then we're going to start hopefully on the body. Now I've written down all my instructions. Let me find them. Okay, I've got them handy. So, oh dear, I'm still too close. Sometimes I'm too far away, sometimes I'm too close. You tell me. See, I don't know. Oops, close. See, the problem is, if I go too far away, it becomes too far away to see what I'm doing. Anyway, we're doing a magic ring, and we're chaining one to start off with. And in that magic ring, we are going to do 6 single crochet. We are doing a half circle for their top lip, I suppose you would call it, bottom half of their face, whatever you want to call it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pull that tight. We are going to chain 1 at the beginning of each row. That chain 1 will not count as a stitch. And then we're going to turn our work. Now, as we would for a normal, if this was a circle, we're going to sort of follow that pattern style, or I don't know what else you would call it. But anyway, so we're going to go 2 single crochet in each stitch to double us up to 12. But because it is not a circle, it is a half circle, we're also, to keep the edge this side level, flat, we are going to, oops, I missed one, yep, thought so. We're going to do no increases in the next row. So we're going to do a row of increases in the normal format of 2 stitches in each stitch, then 1 SC, 2 SC, 1 SC, 2 SC, and 2 SC, I'm sorry, 2 single SC, 2 SC, with a normal straight stitch in a row in between. But you'll see that as we come up. So always check at the end that you do have the stitches. Easiest way to count is counting the V's. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So okay, I'm fine. Then we do a single crochet, a single chain, and in the next row, which is row 2, I just need to keep an idea of my rows too, so I don't get lost. So I've done 2 rows. So in row 3, we're just going to do a single crochet in each stitch. That will stop, as I say, that will stop this base from flaring out and becoming like a, oh, I've got cats trying to climb all over me. Where are you going? Off you go. Yeah, it'll stop it from becoming like a crescent shawl, which we don't want. We want this to be a flat edge. So we do a single in each. So again, we should just have 12. Always check. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And that was row 3. So we're on to row 4. We do a chain, and we start off with 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Then we do 1 single crochet and 2. This yarn, I got a funny feeling. We don't get red heart here. The only red heart we get is as millends. And for example, I've got some red heart all-in-one granny square yarn as a mill end, because one ball of that was initially going for 25 Australian dollars a ball, if you wanted to buy one, which is absolutely crazy. And then we do 2 in the last. That should take us to 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. And that was row 4. On to row 5, because we just did an increase row. What was I saying? Yeah, we're going to do just a single crochet in each stitch. So yeah, so I have had red hearts, even though we can't really buy it here. So I sort of can tell from that Granny All-in-One that this feels very much like that Granny All-in-One. So I have a feeling this might be a red hearts solid color of some kind. It's a little bit rough. It's not the smoothest yarn, but I also noticed that when you work it up, it seems to feel softer. Yeah, let me know if that's your experience with red heart. Does it get softer as you work it up? You know, it's almost like, you know, because you're crocheting with it, you're sort of beating it against a rock type of thing, and it actually does sort of loosen up and soften up. Okay. Just make sure I've done that right. Yep, that's row 5. Make sure we still got 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. And chain 1 again. And in the next stitch, if my if my cat gets its head out of the way, I just want to make sure. Yep, 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and then 2 double crochet. Then we do an increase. Then we do double crochet, single crochet. I am using, obviously, because I'm talking about single crochets, that is your hint, I am using US terminology. Now, to make this more symmetrical, you could start with 1 and end with 1, and then do your 2 in 1 stitch, then 2 stitches, 2 in 1 stitch, which is entirely up to you. It's not going to change the edge, it's not going to change the outcome of the edge, but, you know, up to you. So, 2 single crochet, 2 doubles, 2 doubles. An increase, 2 single crochet in the same stitch, but they are double crochet in the UK. So 2 single crochet and then 2 singles in 1, 2 single crochet and then 2 in the 1 stitch, 2 singles and then a double. Oops, a double I said, didn't I? Yep. again, this row will end with an increase, but that's fine. And 2 singles, and then a pair, there you go, that's a better word, instead of saying a double, a pair of single crochet. Okay, that's row 6. The next one, yep, you guessed it. Whoop, better make sure I've got the right now count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. And my cat is once again in my way, so I cannot see if I should have 24 or not. Yes, I should. Now we're doing 1 single crochet in each stitch. Get your tail out of the way. Oh dear. I gave him a brush today. He's my big fluffy boy. And he really doesn't like it. He objects. He gets this matted fur. And, you know, so I sort of had to brush it with this little wire brush quite aggressively to get rid of some of the knots. And it must pull and hurt the poor little love a little bit, because he does have a bit of whinge, and he sort of looks at me. But he lets me keep going. He doesn't like run off or anything. He just likes to sort of say, hey, that's hurting. That's hurting, Mum, you know. But like I say, he doesn't sort of run away, because he knows I'm his mum and he's got to do as he's told. But he's a sweetheart. But he actually loves being brushed. When he sees me pick it up, he comes running. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, 1 single crochet in each stitch, which I should count it as I go instead of just talking gibberish. And that should give us 24 again. I'll keep the hook on. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Chain 1, that was row 7. Row 8 is 3 single crochets in the next 3 stitches. Then a pair of singles in the next. 3 single crochet and a pair of singles. 3 single crochet, 2, 3, and a pair. Now you get to a stage where you start sort of wondering just how wide you want the scarf or cowl to be. Now, you know, obviously we're not there yet, but this will be the width of your, this edge will be the width of your scarf or cowl. Oh dear. 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and a pair. 3, 1, 2, 3, and again we end on a pair. That's row 8, and we'll just check, which should be 60, 30 even. Gosh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. That's right. And, yep, then 1 stitch in each. Now, I guess I could have done this in a double crochet or a treble in the UK stitch, but if I did that, it would be very gappy and holy, and I sort of figure you're going to have the eye. What's going to happen is we're going to have the eyes up here. And this will sort of be like nose. So you can do two nostrils if you like. And the teeth are going to be along this edge. So that's why I've done it in single crochet, in case you want to sort of, you know, glue on some felt nostrils, or even, you know, crochet a small circle for a pink nose, or maybe you want to give him spots, or, you know, put a spider on his face, or whatever the case may be. And I think that's just looks better when you've got a more solid background than if you've got a double crochet background or a treble background. Oh, that's one stitch in every. I was looking for when the last double was, but last pair was. But of course, this row is just one in every stitch. I've been thinking about November and December, just thinking about them and what I'm going to do. I've got a few ideas, one I'm really, really favouring, but time will tell. I've been just watching Spoonie Stitcher, and I wish I could remember her first name. How rude that I cannot remember her first name. The Spoonie Stitcher, the Spoonie Stitcher. Is it Shannon? Is she another Shannon? I know there's a lot of Shannons. I got a feeling she might be a Shannon. She's usually on with Critters Crochet, who is Teresa. Anyway, I've been watching her, and she's just been talking about the Rear Window, the movie. Oh, God. I would love to go to dinner with that woman. I think we would have the most fascinating, long-winded chats about our favourite movies, because I said, oh, yes, you know, Rear Window is my favourite movie. And, you know, I spoke to her in the comments next to Rope. And she came back at me, oh, I can't believe that someone else actually likes that, and that's our favourite movie too. She says, you know, she says, I've never found anyone who really loves it. And I love that movie. I love Hitchcock. I love mystery movies and all that sort of thing. And Rope was done so well. Just the way it was filmed without any cutscenes. It was filmed, and there is no cutscene. There is literally, the camera is constantly following someone, and each reel of film, I think, lasted 20 or 30 minutes. And with that 20 or 30 minutes, you had to, they couldn't make any mistakes because they couldn't cut the film. They were not going to cut the film. So if you watch the movie Rope, you will see that because they do have to change reels every 20 to 30 minutes, what they do to do that, so they don't have like a cut scene, is, for example, they will zoom in, they will watch someone walking out of a room, and they will zoom into their back so it's black, and then they change the reels, and then they zoom out and just continue the scene type of thing. Brilliant movie. Love it. Okay, that was my row of singles. Yes. Next one is single crochet in the next 4. Now this is where I did go, I did do 2, which is half of the 4 that you need to do, so that it ended with 2 singles. So you can do that if you like, or you can just keep going as you started. And then a pair, and then 4 singles and a pair. I always lose count. I'm terrible at counting. 1, 2, 3. And it's not like I've got any distractions here either. But, yeah. So, yeah. If you haven't ever gone to watch the Spoonie Stitcher, she is such fun. She is always so bright and cheery, and, yeah. And so knowledgeable about, you know, the movies she talks about or any topic she talks about. You know, she seems to know so much. And I just love the fact that there's someone out there who knows, you know, as much about Hitchcock movies as me. It's bad. It's really bad. I mean, I think she knows a lot more than I probably do or would. But, yeah, because I do love Hitchcock movies. Like, for example, The Birds. If you've ever seen The Birds, the last scene of that, they show you the mother, her son, and her granddaughter with the son's girlfriend driving away to escape these attacks of these birds. And the scene, you know, is just amazing. As they're pulling away, you've got like panoramic view almost of all these birds just sitting everywhere. They're sitting on the porch railing, they're sitting on the furniture, they're sitting on the ground, they're sitting on the rooftop, they're sitting on the wiring, you know, high wires and all the rest of it. And it's just like, and you sort of think, well, how did they do that? You know, because you know that they couldn't have just, you know, got the birds to all sit there. So, but what they actually did, I think it was something stupid like, I want to say 30 odd. It was 30 pieces of film spliced together to get that one scene of all the birds together, because obviously not all the birds are friends with all the other birds. But yeah, it was just, he was quite a genius, that man, when he was doing a movie. Pair of SC in that stitch, and then yep, we should finished with 2, and now we should be at 36. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. Okay, and that was row 10. Now we're sort of getting into the boundary of, if this is going to be a cowl, it may be wide enough. I did do another 3 rounds, and I think that's what I'm going to just continue doing. So that was row 10. Row 11 is just 1 SC in each stitch. I'm going to try and make these tutorials for this scarf or cowl or whatever you want it to be in 30-minute lots, and I'm already getting close to 30 minutes, so we might only get the upper lip done. So, well, yeah, but that's okay. I mean, I think if we do them in 30-minute blocks, as close as possible to 30, you know, it might, you know, people can then watch 3 of them if they want to, you know, if they've got the time, or they can just watch 1 if they've only got time to watch 1. Yeah, entirely up to you. I am taking you through every stitch again, not because I don't think you can follow the pattern, but just because it's just saves editing, to be perfectly honest. And it saves, you know, any mistakes or whatnot on my part in putting the pieces together. Okay, and that is row 11. And row 12 is 5 SC singles and one pair. What I'm going to actually do is split it up again. I'm just going to do 3 here and 2 at the end. So 1, 2, 3, a pair, a single crochet, and then 5. And I didn't count those stitches, did I? Never mind. I'm sure it'll be fine. 2, 4, 5. A pair of single crochet and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. And a pair. These are actually landing in between the previous rows, which I hate it when it does that, because then you get a hexagon-y shape points to it. But never mind. The teeth will sort that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see now it's not. Where did I go wrong? 2, 4, 5, a pair. 2, 4, 5. So that's not working out. I've made a mistake somewhere. Oh, we'll just go with it and see what happens. 2, 4, 5. That's 2. 2, 4, 5. And a pair in the next. I'll count at the end of the stitch just to make sure I got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have I missed? I've missed a row. I'm trying. My eyes are so bad. Have I missed? No, I haven't. It's okay. I just keep looking at that and seeing 2 singles in one stitch, and it's not 2 singles in one stitch. Sorry. 2, 4, 5. This. It's my eyes. I can't see properly. And the colour I've chosen, I must admit, is not the best colour for a tutorial, but it is the best colour for the project we're making, in my opinion. 2, 4, 5. Then a pair, and then we should be left with 2. 1, 2. Okay. Chain 1. That was 12. This is our last row. Better make sure I've got 42. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42. Beautiful. So the last row is just 1 in every stitch. Let's get a... Did I do a chain? I did do a chain. Sorry. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to work down this edge, and we're going to put a stitch, 1 stitch in the magic circle, right? And then on either side, I think there should be, where did I write it? 13. So you're going in 1 there, hang on, 1 there, 1 there. So you're basically going in one stitch for every row. Okay, plus 1 in the middle. Once we've finished the buttonholes and the what else are we doing? The buttonholes, yeah, just the buttonholes, and start the body, we will change into using double crochets, which are trebles in the UK, and then I start going a little bit faster, and then we're just going to be doing a pattern of I haven't decided yet. It'll probably be, did I put, see, that looks like I put 2 in there again, but I haven't. Or have I? Oh dear. See, it looks like I have, but I haven't. I have, yes, because this is a single row. What am I talking about? See, my mind. I'm losing my mind. Haven't decided yet. It'll be either 2 rows of each colour. So it'll be 2 rows purple, 2 rows green, or it'll be 3 rows, or it might be 4 rows, or it might be 1 row of each. But that's also up to you and what you want to do. You might want to add a 3rd colour. You might want to have purple, green, and, I don't know, red. Yeah, purple, green, or red, or purple, green, and black, or purple, green, and whatever. It's entirely up to you as well. I'm just doing purple and green for my monster snaky, whatever it is. Okay, chain 1. Now I'll just make sure. So that's gone a bit bumpier this time around. I didn't get that little bumpy bit there in my experiment. Now I'm just going to make sure we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so you'll have 13. We'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And as I said before, we'll have 1 in the middle, and then 13 going back the other way. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1 in every stitch, every row end. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that final one, 13. So now we have our half semicircle, which is going to be, you know, the top lip of our monster. Our eyes are going to go here in some buttonholes that we are going to make. We're going to put teeth around here, and then we're going to work on the body. So we will leave it there, and I will come back and do part 3. So till then, take care, and bye for now.